looms over it that looks like it's guarding the shipyard. It says on the side of the crane, General Dynamics. And across the bridge from the shipyard, there's a dead factory. And it says on the side of the factory, Rockter and Gamble, because the P fell off a long time ago. Next to the Rockter and Gamble factory, there's these fuel tanks that are painted green and all numbered. And if you look just to the left of the fuel tanks, you might see a guy up there, standing up there playing the guitar, who is so sentimental. I get so sentimental. I get so sentimental. I get so sentimental. Just sitting there on my own. When the breeze kicks you out by the criminal hands you a dime. When the boy at your edges shoots a bigger baby out of the slide. When your guardian angel standing up on the ledge. The crowd cheers him on as he clatters on the edge. When it turns to the criminal and asks man, he got the time. When you're showing down nudges trying to set the tone. When your secret cows are getting got into T-bone. When you're showing shoes and wheels and your heart is stone. I get so sentimental. I get so sentimental. I get so sentimental. Just sitting there on my own. Guys down in Washington, D.C. who have been there for 8 years, and they seem to be saying that they want to give you your share of the gold that they found at the Rainbow's End.
Now or later?
Yeah. That way I won't forget.
I see your pretty rainbow. I see your pretty little rainbows, and I see your pretty little rainbows, and go no further than the rainbows, and down a slanted street. Woman, his hands on a pot of gold.
As ours, David Lumet. Here's a tape out. Another hand for him, please. Well, it sure is good to see all your smiling faces out here on a Wednesday afternoon, even if it is raining. I'd like to tell you a little story. It's about the very first pet I ever had. When I was just a little shaver, no bigger than the back of your hand, I went to my daddy, and I says to him, "Daddy, all the other boys in town have a pet, why can't I?"
That's why.
Well, I'll get to that a little later. And he says to me, "Son, you know that on a preacher's salary, I can't afford to give you no pet." And I says to him, "Daddy, please let me be like the other little boys just for once, please." So he says, "Okay, son, I'll talk to the big guy upstairs and I'll see if he can arrange something for you." Well, you can just picture my surprise when one day I came home and I saw a gift box with my name on it, and I opened it up, and out came my very first pet. You can bet I was just the proudest little shaver this side of the Allegany, because inside that box was my very own pet god. Oh! I had to take him out to the dog obedience school and teach him his manners. Well, he didn't want to go there, so I sent him to the God obedience school. He learned his manners mighty quick after that. I used to not let him run around outside because I was afraid he'd get in with that gang of bad gods that was terrorizing the neighborhood. And also, I didn't want the god catcher to get him. You know how it is. Well, also because we didn't have a god license for him. What am I supposed to do? Go to the church? I want to buy a god license. How much? $150 billion. Couldn't do it. So, anyway, one day I called my God and he didn't come. And I told my daddy, and he says, "Son, your God is old and feeble. It wouldn't be right to make him suffer." He said, "Son, a man's got to do what a man's got to do." So I got the rifle, and I pointed it at the head of my pet god. And he looked at me with those big blue omniscient eyes of his, and I know that he knowed what I was going to do. Well, after the deed was done, my daddy, he says to me, "Son, sometimes being an adult means making a lot of difficult decisions like killing off your God." He says, "Son, just remember this. You can't teach an old god new tricks." And that's the story of a boy and his girl. And do we have someone who wants to come up here and tell a story or do just any old little thing like play the guitar or sing? Anybody?
I'll do it, Francis.
Well, all right, come on up. Jack Crumm. Oh, it's not Jack Crumm, it's Carl Haarer.
I'll go next.
I was going to say even better, but no. You can't compare apples and oranges.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing, I think, 3 songs. This is a song I tried to sing about 3 weeks ago when I was here and I didn't know the words because I had just written it that day. So I'm gonna try it again. This is about a day spent in Roxbury District Court. The girl sits in the court tells her that it's just a question of where. There's a tree inside the forest and a limb upon the tree, an apple on the limb and the apple it seems the apple is out of reach. The teenage girl has son in tow. The clerk tells her where she should go. She stands before the judge and cries. The judge says, hold on now, you're not going to die. He clears his throat, her cheeks are wet. These are the cases he gets. He says, I think you know what's best. You can visit, don't you know? He's gonna live where the apple trees grow. There's a tree inside the forest and a limb upon the tree, an apple on the limb and the apple it seems the apple is out of reach. Thank you for clapping. I got a short song here. It's a little redundant. But nevertheless, somewhat effective. This was done with Oliver North in mind. Maybe it's only effective to me. I wonder how you get yourself out of this one. I wonder what you're gonna say. I wonder how you get yourself out of this one. I wonder what you'll do to make it go away. I wonder what concoction you'll come up with. I wonder what you will do. I wonder how you get yourself out of this one. I wonder who you'll get to pay. I wonder how you get yourself out of this one. I wonder what you'll do to keep the wolves at bay. I wonder what lies you will tell. I wonder what you will do. I wonder how you get yourself out of this one. I wonder what you're gonna say. I wonder how you get yourself out of this one. I wonder who it is that you get to pay. And for my last number, a couple weeks ago, I was sitting in the kitchen and thought I was Jesus, and so I wrote this song. This is my body breaking quietly. This is my blood drinking slowly. This is my life, read the pages carefully. This is my grave, plant some flowers. Plant some flowers where the sun shines all day and where the children play and where the moon illuminates this whole charade. This is my hill, don't climb too gingerly. These are my tears, don't turn away. This is my hand, grab the stone. This is my blood, drink it slowly. This is my life, read the pages carefully. This is my grave, go plant some flowers.
Yes, Carl Haarer. Impression. Alien. Thank you. Next, we bring up Mr. Chad Crumm. He is a minor legend, even though he's over 21. Please, a warm round of applause for Mr. Chad Crumm.
Keeps in iron box.
Hello? Yeah?
I'm lying on the hallway floor. My knees to my chest, my back to the door. The light in the kitchen seems a million miles away. I feel myself breathing like a hurricane. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. A little bit of feedback up here's at the guitar. Sergeant, I surrender me. Grow a plant on my face for eternity. I ate myself alive from the inside out. I ran myself over with a twist and shout. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. Years ago, a freight train busted through my bedroom door. Full throttle barking like a diesel-fed whore. Gaping like a steam shovel, hungry for a meal. Flatten my face with 1,000 tons of steel. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. Sound and silence beneath the waves, cradled in the ocean like a newborn babe. Arms extended like an infant child. Eat the surface of the ocean with an infinite smile. I don't see no water, but I feel like I'm gonna drown. I don't see no fire, but I feel like I'm burning down, burning down. You got something crawling on your face. I can plainly see that something's out of place. Go meet your maker, your favorite wishing well. God bless America, the farmer and the dell. God bless America, the farmer and the dell.
Well, he comes to my place at dawn. 8 feet tall, got a smile like Sean. Wrap your legs around me like a snake. Thunder cries until the love me, until the love me.
Whoa, hit me, hit me. Hey, hit me, hit me. Hit me.
I'm gonna jump, I'll do it this time.
Spray paint the kitchen, leave about 9. When the curtain rises, they'll find me on the street.
Somebody's gonna take a picture of me. Somebody's gonna take a picture of me. Well, he comes to my place at dawn. 8 feet tall, got a smile like Sean. Wrap your legs around me like a snake. Thunder cries until the love you made, until the love you made.
Whoa, hit me, hit me. Hit me, hit me.
Falling slowly, the wind is on her face. Buildings and windows everywhere. Landscape so striking, she can smell the night. The sidewalk below doesn't care. The sidewalk below doesn't care. Well, he comes to my place at dawn. 8 feet tall, got a smile like a shark. Around your legs, around like a snake. Thunder cries until the love you make, until the love you make.
Hit me, oh, hit me. You got something crawling on your face. I can plainly see that something's out of place. Go meet your maker, your favorite wishing well. God bless America, the farmer and the dill. God bless America, the farmer and the dill.
That was Jack Crumm. You'll be seeing more of him, I hope, elsewhere and here as well. Before I introduce our next guest, I'd like to share a thought with you. Everybody knows who the most powerful president in the world is, but does anybody know who the dumbest president is?
Same person? There's only one president.
Could be. Now, let's say world leader then. Who is the stupidest world leader? He comes to the United Nations and he says,
We will assassinate your president and take over your government.
well, then he goes back to his country. And his ambassador rushes in.
Excellency, Excellency, the Americans are launching a preemptive first strike against our nation.
Let me put my jacket on.
Break out the hot dogs. We're going to have a weenie roast.
And that's the dumbest world leader. But a man who even the dumbest world leader would have to admire and admit that is very funny, Mr. Brendon McMahon.
Thanks.
A warm round for this funny guy.
Brendon, hello. Very nice. They love him here. So far, we've set the tone for comedy, haven't we? Nice to be here. My name's Brendon. It's an Irish name. Like a lot of Irish names, it has an English translation. Like the Irish name Liam in English is William. Seamus is James. My name Brendon is, Pedro. Guess you're looking at me like, thanks. You're looking at me like I'm on drugs, though. I don't do drugs because drugs today are expensive. I can't afford them. 95 soccer fans died in England. You hear this? 95. Which makes Yankee fans look like wimps.
Move out of the middle of the way.
Go to Yankee Stadium, 5 or 6 people die. That's a big day. Thank you. All right. I read in the paper the other day they found this guy dead in his shower. They believed he'd been dead for up to 6 months. Isn't that disgusting? 6 months. And get this, the water was still running. No wonder there's a water shortage. So many people dying in the shower. Well, he was suicidal, but he had good hygiene, so that's the good part. A friend of mine recently got arrested for drinking and driving. I was pretty upset. Lost his license for like 4 months. I was pretty, down. Here's my right to work. My right to work. Thanks. Okay. Spring is here. You see anyone see the horse race at Kentucky Derby the other day? Anybody? No? A horse named Sunday Silence won the race. And like literally like 5 seconds after he crossed the finish line, they had another guy on a horse with a microphone interviewing him and interviewing the jockey. And he said, "How's it feel now that you've won the Kentucky Derby?" And the guy goes, "Good, but I'm not going to Disney World." They took pictures of the guy on the horse for like 30 minutes. The horse got that face like, "You want to get this guy off me, please? I want to go back to the stable and try and get lucky." Spring is here. You can tell it's spring now because it's still daylight when you get out of work, which is great because now you can see people give you the finger during rush hour. I think that's important. You guys missed the best joke. Are you discussing it here? What are you doing?
We're still talking about
The horse one? He was the only one that got it. He goes, "Listen, this is what he means." Did you hear the one about spring?
No,
All right, I mean, you guys all heard it already. You can tell it's spring now because it's daylight when you get out of work, which is great because now you can see people give you the finger during rush hour. didn't do that well the first time. About a year ago, I graduated from college, and now I do this, so my family's real proud. Graduating from college for me, though, wasn't all it's cut out to be. My roommate graduated, they said, magna cum laude. My girlfriend, summa cum laude. And when they came to me in front of 3,000 people, they said, Brendon McMahon, no laude. That's what they said. Thanks. All right, just a quick few thoughts, and then I'll get out of here. All right, I promise. Did you get that one? Yeah. You didn't like it. Sorry, I don't go with the no laude shit. Okay. Interesting class in college. I took a philosophy class. A friend of mine actually took a philosophy class. Final exam was one question. Why? And he answered, why not? And he got a B-. Said he wasn't clear enough, and he had to take a few points out for spelling. After I graduated from college, I went out to California for a while, you know, to find myself. I wasn't there. Got back from California, took a job driving a shuttle bus for the elderly, which was good because I got to see every shade of blue hair. I knew I had to quit when I drove over a speed bump, but I could hear their teeth rattle in unison. All right, you hear a lot of talk about cruelty to animals. I think the worst thing people can do to animals is to go into a pet store and not buy anything. See these people go in there waving to the dogs. They always get that face like, buy me or get out of here. All right. Never see a sale in a pet store, you know? 3-legged German Shepherd, 25% off. This is true, you're not gonna believe this. Today I seriously saw a dog with 3 legs. I seriously did, I'm not kidding. The dog's name was Reckless. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And I went up to it, and his owner was there, and I said, Reckless, sit. And he sat, and I said, Reckless, give me your paw, and he tipped over. So, is that worth trying? No. I'm trying to get in front of a full crowd and see what happens. Let's see, one last thing, I guess, then I'll go. I always notice that whenever you're looking at old pictures, you're always saying how stupid you looked. And then they say when you die, your entire life flashes before your eyes. What a pretty picture this must be. When I die, I'm going to say, I'm glad that's over. Because I look pretty bad. Like tonight. But if you don't like the way you look, right, you can change it. If you don't like the color of your eyes, you can get contact lenses. If you don't like the color of your hair, you can dye your hair. If you don't like what sex you are, they can work with you on that. You can do all this, and yet, I still can't get Celtics tickets. Thank you, Francis. Good night. Good evening.
All right, that's level 1. Level 2. Level 3. Level 2. Brendon McMahon, Stitches and other fine comedy clubs in the area. I just thought, any of you guys go to see the Mayfair in Harvard Square on Sunday? There's like millions of people there. I saw this sausage vendor. He was saying, hey, hot sausages, where are you going? I looked around, I didn't see any fugitive linguiça, so I didn't know what to think. But I know what to think about our next guest. His name is Steve the Orphan, and he's got to go, so we're going to bring him up a tad early. Steve.
It's a song that I wrote last week, and I need to tighten this one up a little bit. I have kind of an interesting show coming up, and I want to tighten this one up. I'm going to try a couple of other new songs I like this week. This is called Bowling Balls and Broken Lines.
I've seen the world untie the apron strings of love. This man a cabinet where no one can reach. Little kid running in the kitchen, look a little surprised. cause he just seen the morning news and it's printed on his eyes. You're gonna have to tell ya, today there ain't gonna be no sunrise. Mom and Dad are waking up on the shoulder of the bed, stretching out last night's dreams as far as they can. Well, Mama say, Daddy, hey, look a little dark outside. And Daddy say, Mama, won't you give me back my eyes? I'll decide. We're gonna have to tell them, today there ain't gonna be no sunrise. I'll drink by like a turtle with a message on the mailbox, like half-mast for the death of a postman. Double talk belly on the corner avenue, got $1 in his fist and he swears he's gonna make two for you. Us bowling balls and barbarians are due. Us bowling balls and barbarians are due. In the meantime, we're telling you, Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe. Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe. Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe. Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe. Whistle of that lonely man crying, just like the howling of the dogs in the night. Well, Mr. Fireman's on fire before your eyes. Water truck done dried up and that, or weatherman's telling lies. But you better believe me now, today there ain't gonna be no sunrise. Last night's president won't you tell us what you done? You might be the man, but that ain't your wife in the kitchen. And he's that big old eagle flying through the skies. We got a banner on his foot that up say, hey, the truth always flies. I hate to tell you guys, today there ain't gonna be no sunrise. Talking at the table over candlestick, bacon cake, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, I predict. Double talk belly on the corner avenue, gonna take that $1 and they're gonna make it two for you. Us bowling balls and barbarians are due. Us bowling balls and barbarians are due. In the meantime, we're telling you, Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe. Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe. Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe. Bobby took up the tank top on tippy toe.
Sid, could I borrow your guitar?
What?
Could I borrow your guitar?
Yeah.
I broke the string. Okay, this is, I haven't quite finished this one. This is one I've been working on this past week. It's called Georgia Johnny and Truck Stop Alex.
Georgia Johnny is hanging out. He's got a hangover again. It's the third one in 2 days. And Truck Stop Alex, he's spinning his wheels. He had another blowout with his girlfriend last night. And it's 9 o'clock. The world it is waiting, whether you are ready or not. Cadillac, Hollywood, Boulevard, Maryland, diamond ring, flashing light, fantasy, where have you gone? Amsterdam, melancholy, calling you, calling me. Yeah, you can Jimmy Nichols, you can Jimmy Nickel dime, but you can't Jimmy quarters on Jimmy Nichols' line. stop, Alex. Georgia Johnny's got broken teeth, and if it wasn't for the years, he'd look just like James Dean. And truck stop Alex, he can stop on a dime, and every time he picks it up, Johnny always says, hey, that one's mine. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, and the world it is angry whether you are ready or not. Cadillac, Hollywood, Boulevard, Maryland, diamond ring, flashing light, fantasy, where have you gone? Johnny shoots lamppost with BBs of passion, while Alex is robbing the banks of that fashion show. Yeah, you can Jimmy Nichols, you can Jimmy Nickel down, but you can't Jimmy quarters on Jimmy Nichols' mind. Georgia Johnny in a truck stop, Alex. Georgia Johnny in a truck stop, Alex. Georgia Johnny in a truck stop, Alex. Let's do maybe 2 more or something. Is that okay? I can't say, is that 1 more? Okay.
Do it, just wanted to do that over.
I just want you to know it's, I might be a little long, but I'm all right. God, that's an old, is that okay? Which one are you talking about?
Just wanted to know about it.
Oh, I might be a little long, but I'm okay. Okay. Oh, this is a country song that's a couple of weeks old. I want to sing it to Nashville.
Left foot.
Thanks. If I mess up, I don't know this guitar, so I'm used to singing mine. It's a little different. It's called It Might Be a Little Lonely, but I'm okay.
Don't you know that I've been looking all around the world just to find a little justice between a boy and girl? Wouldn't you know that I might find it in my room when Cupid missed the heart and I got the moon? Hey, I want you to know maybe a little lonely, but I'm okay. Let's leave it at that. I'm afraid of what else I might say. Sometimes I can't help but wonder why. Still I can say I might be a little lonely, but I'm okay. Saturday night you said you'd call me after 8. I waited till 10, you'd always been a little late. I climbed in bed, but I kept it near to the phone till Gabriel flew by blowing taps on trombone. Hey, I might be a little lonely, but I'm okay. Let's leave it at that. I'm afraid of what else I might say. might be a little lonely, but they're okay. I want you to know that I'm okay. It might be a little lonely, but I want you to know that I'm okay. Keep looking and I'm gonna find I'm not on every door, every mind. I'm tired of standing at the back of these lines. I bet you these are lonely times, but I've had lonely times before. Seems like yesterday I held you in my dreams. Fit perfectly together, whatever together means. You know every dream wakes up with an offering from the moon. So for now, you take the arrow and I'll take the wound. Yeah. But I want you to know that I'm okay. I might be a little lonely, but I want you to know that I'm okay. I might be a little lonely, but I want you to know that I'm okay.
Steve, do you play anywhere around here? Pat Seams, June 2nd and 3rd. Steve, you are. Please know the name for him. My philosophy is if you want a surprise, get some fucking Cracker Jacks. But we do have a surprise. And it's called the Freelance Alligators. And they're going to set up, I think, if they're here. Freelance Alligators. Come on up. And while they're setting up, I'm going to inflict upon you a stand-up monologue, right? Oh no, I can hear it in the back. Oh no. Boring old talk. And don't forget the immediate gratification players will be up around 7:30. In case you don't know, they're a comedic troupe which performs in and around the Boston area. I don't know that, but I just assume that they do.
So Steve, you want me to shoot your Pat Seams show?
I'd love
Yeah, I don't mind you all talking. I really don't, because I'm an optimist.
Good, I'll have a
I
team
am.
man down there.
I'm an optimist because
Jack was
I figure
several months ago.
everything could be a whole hell of a lot worse. I figure Noah could have gotten drunk and said,
Hey, fuck it! Throw the animals overboard! Bring the fish on up here!
hell, we might as well have done that, you know? I'm just hoping that the hole in the ozone layer is big enough so that the greenhouse effect somehow leaks out, you know? And then we'll all be saved. I was in the bakery last Sunday and I heard this kid saying, it's my birthday and I can do what I want to. Can you picture this as a way of dealing with adult crises? Hey buddy, you just ran that red light. It's my birthday and I can do what I want to. You know,
Where's the Frabbis contract? You're 3 hours late with it.
it's my birthday and I can do what I want to.
Stop doing that! Don't touch me there!
It's my birthday and I can do what I want to. You know, people sometimes say I'm my own worst enemy and I believe them, and that proves it, I guess. Well, you know, my boss, he comes up to me and says,
Frank, sometimes you're so smart!
and I say, what about the other times, huh? And sometimes he says to me, Frank, how long are we going to have to put up with your stupidity? And I say, I don't know, how patient are you? Yeah, it's me versus the world, but it's not a very even fight because, well, in this corner, weighing 205 pounds, 6 feet tall, Francis DiMenno. In that corner, weighing 3 million tons, 3.8 million miles, the world. Not a very fair match. I was thinking about the idea of bumper stickers. Everybody should have a bumper sticker, even people you don't ordinarily associate with car ownership, or for that matter, being fatuous enough to put bumper stickers on their car in the first place. And I was thinking Judas Iscariot. Honk if you've betrayed our Lord. Ask me about my eternal torment. The Ayatollah Khomeini. Get out of my way or I'll sentence you to death. Gaddafi. Ask me about my urge to export terrorism. Hitler. My other vehicle is a German staff car. Or maybe, my wife, yes. My gun, maybe. My dog, never. An American Indian. My other car is a Palomino pony. White man signal lane changes with forked tongue. Ask me about my ancestral burying grounds. I've been to Bering Strait. And well, Jesus. You know, this is sacrilegious, but Jesus. Caution, Messiah on board. I break for celestial choirs. My other car is a chariot. Me and my co-pilots are God. Thank you. Superman. Relax. Invulnerable Kryptonian on board. And of course, Bruce Wayne. My other car is the Batmobile. Do you really think he'd give it away like that? He might. Well, these guys aren't giving anything away. They're relentless. No, they're the Freelance Alligators. Sorry. They're also relentless. They're not quite ready yet, but then again. Okay, I'll tell this joke, seeing as how I got you on my side somehow, I don't know how. Tolstoy and Dostoevsky were down at the local faxing center, and Tolstoy was sending War and Peace over the fax machine. Dostoevsky cuts ahead of him and says, can I get ahead of you? I just got some notes. Well, 2 hours later, Tolstoy comes back. Hey, what's the holdup? Oh, I forgot to tell you, they're notes from Underground. I know. Hey, I guess you guys don't read Russian literature. I think I'll persecute you on the basis of what you don't do. I guess you guys don't export international terrorism. Okay, well, it's hard to know just what it's like unless you've actually done it. Freelance Alligators. And don't forget, immediate gratification players around 7:30. Here's our club owner, Mr. Joseph Sater. He was here anyway. Vanished. He folded up his tents and stole away into the night. Well, I'm sorry, folks. I guess I never should have come up here. Here they are, Freelance Alligators. They'll be a while setting up, but just
Keep going, Francis.
Keep going, Francis. Keep going. Oh my God. No, I'm sorry. For once, I'm going to relinquish this goddamn microphone while I'm still ahead. Here they are.
How long are they playing for?
How many of you are unfortunate enough to watch TV when you're little kids? You know, my parents let me watch the Flintstones 4 times a day one summer when I was 5 years old. I still haven't forgiven them. There's no chance for evolution in this country as long as there's mass media. For instance, when was the last time any of you ever had an original thought that was not some kind of an allusion to a TV show, a very highly paid, and he's very, very talented. And he has about enough makeup on his face to feed some countries for days. And he tells you that it's okay. It's okay. That really wasn't that bad. I mean, so, everyone's pacified by it. And they just sort of sit around and they watch TV, and they get angry until they watch this guy on TV talking about it. Which reminds me about advertisements. There's really no art in this country because it's all advertisements. There's music for advertisements, and the music is an advertisement. And then you have videos that's an advertisement. The music, which is an advertisement for the product, which is really, it doesn't really exist. It's just some kind of money-making mechanism for record executive funds. Really the decline of Western civilization is the fact that all those people up there in record companies, they make money, they made a national product at the stage. If you go through when they grow up, you see teenagers naturally sort of feel rebellious to their parents when they're in their late teens, and that's sort of been true for eons and eons. But some people out there in New York and Hollywood and Los Angeles have sort of found this way to make money on it. It's called heavy metal. And these kids feel this natural rebellion, and all these people, they make these products that are specifically geared for these young people. The sad fact isn't that it's heavy metal. I mean, I love AC/DC as much as anyone else. Angus Scott is truly God. But see, you can't get anything on the radio in Los Angeles unless you give cocaine to somebody. All your favorite rockers, like the Police and Nirvana, well, the people that promote those people promote them with cocaine. Well, at the onset, you have these young kids who feel rebellion towards the world, and then at the outset, you have these people in offices, and they're dealing cocaine just as a sort of pseudo product on the radio. He's going to see that there's really no art in this country. There's just advertisements. My brother-in-law, he has his bar, his home. It's really nice. But it's not decorated with art like an artist. It's decorated with all these bigger advertisements. You might even see some around here. I mean, when have you ever been on the street and not seen an advertisement for something? I really sort of like this place because you can actually look somewhere in this room and not see an advertisement for something. You see, these people, they're wearing hats. I think he has an advertisement on his head. They're everywhere. He's so inundated with all these advertisements that you really can't see anything. I just want to remind you once more that there is no art in this country, it's only advertisements. Thanks. and they don't really learn anything. That's where it starts, you see. But, you know, if teachers weren't required to babysit all those children, maybe they could educate some of them. Is there anything out there that anyone's really sick of? I need some food for thought here. Coors beer sucks. Yeah, you're right.
Cutting edge, man.
Cutting edge of what?
New age.
New age, yeah, you know, you're right. I think all those new age people are sort of full of shit with their little crystals. I mean, what gives it?
Dog shit.
No, I think dog shit's okay. Sort of fertilizes grass. That reminds me, that's what sucks. You know, when I was a kid, I had to mow the lawn. I had to like kill this grass, like thousands of blades of grass every couple weeks. It was a complete waste of time. It was on my list of things that are bullshit, like ties. Incidentally, you know why all those businessmen, you know, this is a joke, not to it. Never mind. You know all those businessmen, they wear their ties and their shirts so tight? You know why they do that? It's to keep their foreskin from popping up over their heads. Oh yeah, with the new age, well, you know. We'll play something right now. Because we know how, you know, we're really good musicians. Let's play something nice and modal, like Lydia in D. 1, 2, 3, 4. This isn't very new at all, I'm sorry. Well, let's see. I still need something to talk about. Is there anything out there that really upsets you? Youth culture? What is that? You don't know? Well, you know what? I think it's full of shit. Did you see that smile? That smile on his face? I'll tell you, the only thing that I really know absolutely sure about the Reagan administration is that Ronald Reagan indeed was president. I don't even know for sure how long he was president. I think he was president pretty well sure. Are you guys getting bored with this? 'Cause, yeah, I know if you're not musicians, it can get really tiring to listen to something like this for a very long period of time, you know, like 10 minutes. We're musicians and we can listen to this for days, or at least until they kick us off the stage.
toward signatures.
So I guess we'll stop now. Just remember, there's no art in this country. It's just advertisements.
Freelance Alligators. Say, Americans, do you, like most Americans, have a big brown bear chained to a stake in your backyard? Get them some Bruin chow, shaped like little picnic baskets, or try Bruin litter in a 50-pound and a 2,000-pound carload size. Bruin chow.
That was Freelance Alligators, and they were pretty good, wouldn't you?
Now, first of all, nick out and find a, the brand name doesn't matter, but find a yogurt which has no fat in it, and you read down the ingredients, you say a non-fat milk and pectin, product. So just read the label, and non-fat, and no gelatin, because gelatin, it stops it from being able to strain like this does. So if you've done that, then all you
like give surveys over the telephone. This is like a nightmare survey for a telephone surveyor to give.
Hello, sir. I am from Successful Singles of Massachusetts. We would like to find out the way you feel about certain areas, so please answer the questions. My attitude towards marriage is, I would like to get married. I am open to it if I find the right person. Undecided, not interested in this time. Never.
Never. That's right, never. That's me. The buck stops here. No kids for me. No siree.
Thank you, sir. My annual income this year will be...
None of your business.
I am currently single, divorced...
Who told you?
Widowed or separated.
Well, I got a divorce, so what?
My typical work hours are...
Whenever I fucking feel like it.
Meeting more people and expanding my social life is important because I'm new to the area. I don't like the bar scene. I can't find the type of people I like to date.
How about you, baby? Hey, what are you doing tonight? Hey, good looking. What you got cooking there?
Please let me continue the survey, sir. I have little or no time to look because of work, or E, I am currently divorced or have ended a primary relationship.
All of them. Every last one of them things you just said.
Please pick one. So,
nah, just put all of them. Put anyone you want. I don't give a shit.
Okay. What are the 3 most important characteristics that you look for in members of the opposite sex?
A big ass, a tight pussy, and big fucking tits.
Thank you, sir. The next question. A big party is more fun than a quiet evening at home. True or false?
Fucking true. What do you mean? Of course not. A big party is more fun. I get filthy drunk. I can wake up in my own piss and vomit.
Thank you, sir. Good conversation is becoming a lost art.
You fucking right it is, man. I can't fucking keep conversation going with anybody anymore. Nobody wants to talk any fucking thing I want to talk about, so hey, good conversation is just good.
Thank you. Travel is a good form of education.
I'll say, man, I've been on the fucking run from the goddamn law for the last 20 years. And a good fucking form of education, I'll tell you.
Thank you. Worrying too much about money spoils happiness.
Well, is there anything else to fucking worry about? Where the hell, what planet are you from, lady? With the firecracker in your ass. What do you mean with these fucking questions anyway?
The survey's almost through, sir. I have to know someone a long time before I trust him.
You're goddamn right. You gotta know a long time before you can trust them. The whole world's full of nothing but dogs. And you know what those dogs will do if they get a chance? They'll bite you. They'll bite you on the ankle. They'll bite you on the head. I can't trust anybody. Hey, baby, what are you for tonight anyway? I'm kind of lonely because I can't trust anybody. You know, I'm just actually a very sensitive and vulnerable kind of fellow.
Please continue the survey, sir. True or false? I exercise regularly.
Goddamn right I do. I go down to the goddamn pack, come back, go down, come back, and I can never get enough beer.
Common interests are important in romantic love.
Yeah, I like to go to slasher films. I don't care. I don't give a shit. If my girlfriend don't want to go, she can stay at home with the VCR and watch goddamn Heidi.
It is fun to surprise my friends with small gifts.
Yeah, I gave my girlfriend the clap. Boy, was she surprised.
Kissing someone in public is in poor taste.
Shit, man. It sure is. Their breath tastes like a goddamn army just marched through it. I can't get into that. No, I want to kiss them in their privates.
The survey's almost through, sir. I believe in telling people if they make a mistake.
Well, the biggest goddamn mistake you ever made was getting me on the phone because I had answered no more of your goddamn questions.
Well, I only have one more, sir. Are you planning any relocation out of this area in the next year?
Hell, man, I'm getting the fuck out of here in 6 hours. The goddamn cops will be banging down my door. Oh, here comes Patty now. Listen, babe, I can't talk anymore. I gotta run to this. You wanna give me your phone number? I'll meet you after work, eh?
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't give out personal information about ourselves. One last question. What is your occupation?
I'm a freelance writer.
Oh, really? For what journals have you written?
I didn't say I was a writer. I said I was a writer. I go from city to city, spreading dissension everywhere I go.
Well, sir, I'm not sure that the Successful Singles has anything for you. We'll give you a call if anything comes up. Well, you've listened to me. I'm very grateful to you. And here's another funny guy. Please give him a warm round of applause and as much attention as you can at this late hour. Mr. Fred Bates.
Not the roller dress. Uh-huh. How y'all doing? All right. Really fun to be here. Fun to be tall, too. I wish I could make this microphone go a little higher, but it's... All right. It's fun being tall. I get tired of being asked the same questions all the time, though, you know, like, how's the weather up there? Do you play basketball, you know, that whole thing? Okay, just for once, I wanted to answer it a different way, you know? It's like, how's the weather up there? Grow up and find out. Do you play basketball? No, I'm a jockey. How's the weather up there? Raining. Would a good name for a vibrator company be General Motors? You know, I was just curious. You know, you ever wondered what the craziest thing someone thought you said when they misunderstood you? You know, it could be something simple like, "We'll see you later, brother." You know, it could to them sound like, "We're gonna smoke your underwear." You know? Oh God, I remembered a dream I had the other night. It must be Mother's Day or something. I'd done it, but I had a dream the other night that my mother was on a stage and she was yelling and screaming at me through a microphone, and it kind of sounded like Led Zeppelin. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, you know. I think it means a lot to make your own cards. You know, I think it means more. I like to make my own cards. You know. Here's one that's good to send, you know, your girlfriend with flowers. And here it is. This is a spring gift to celebrate our love in bloom, and to say that I'm sorry that I came too soon. Okay. Thank you. Here's the one that's a get well card to send to your relatives, you know? This is a good way. You know, yelling relatives, send them this. When thinking of my grandmother and thinking of you, I get a warm feeling to think that soon you'll be dead too. Oh God. I just had a vision of my grandfather's picture on a row of dog food bone boxes, you know? Has anybody ever become physically sick in a comedy place before? I don't know. I'd love to find out. But, all right, we done it. All right. I was in Cambridge the other day. Thank you. Fred, that's it. I was in Cambridge the other day and saw this guy walk up to this lady in this long fur coat. He was an animal activist. He goes, "Lady, do you know how many little animals it took to kill to make that coat?" She turned over and said, just one, but it was my dog. You know, instead of having traffic courts, they should have, you know, have the accident, you know, people who were involved in the accident settle their disputes among themselves in a state-run demolition derby, you know, don't you think? That'd be good, you know. Take that, Mrs. Flanders, see if you ever pull out in front of me again. God, I wish I had a special, you know, special horn for Boston drivers, you know, that'd be nice. So if someone pulls out in front of me and stops and doubles parks, I can just hit it and go, asshole, asshole, you know. That'd save some time, you know. Yeah, you know, when I was walking through the, yes, right, it was very exciting. When I was driving through the Boston Tunnel the other day in '93, I was going along and I was listening to tunnel radio, and you know, it made me wonder, when babies are being born, do they hear tunnel radio too? You know, I was just curious. You know? And I drive up to this toll booth. The toll booth says, a car is 60 cents. I told the guy in the toll booth, gee, that doesn't sound like a bad deal, you know? I feel sorry for the guy who works at Wang Laboratories. You know, the guy's name is Richard Cox. I feel bad for the guy, you know? And I really do. I mean, think of it. When he answers the phone, ring, 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 Wang, Dick, Cox. I guess that's a dick joke, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. You know, I know about organ donating, you know, but isn't organ lending sex? You know, in today's, you know, they have in the high-tech operation involved with the liver transplant, it may come as a surprise that actually when they move the liver between the two bodies, all they use is one of those Playmate coolers. You know? It made me wonder if there was ever like a mix-up. You can imagine during the operation, the dramatic moment when the liver is just coming off the ice. They find the bologna and cheese sandwiches. You know? God, I imagine the human liver would kind of bring down the beach party, you know. I was thinking of taking some courses this summer, you know, some adult education courses, you know. So decided to, and you know, what I come up with here is the learning misadventure. You know, it should be interesting for the summer. They offer some nice choices, you know. Here's a good one. Here's a course. Be a stand-up comic. Learn how to bond with the best and not let unsettling audience silences bother you. Here's one for you outdoor lovers. A forced march up Mount Washington in sneakers. Here's one for you 60s holdouts. Hello. How to get that 80s image. Learn how. To trade in your social values and world opinions for a hairstyle and a briefcase. Learn how. To look shallow and successful on $15,000 a year. Tired of the bar scene, having trouble meeting someone rich and single at our How to Buy a Condo class in today's soft real estate market? Meet other singles at the orgies. Condos provided and prizes given for versatility and endurance set, records said. This last one. Love work, so do we. We can watch it for hours. Bring your cooler and tanning lotion and join us on the bus as we tour construction sites in Boston in 90-degree heat.
Making their stage debut at the Middle East. Give them all their attention.
Hi, we are the Media Gratification Players. We do improv theater, except for David.
Thank you.
Everything that we do, we'll be making up as we go along.
None of it is rehearsed.
First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a game called Experts, which is sort of like an ongoing, ever-changing talk show. And what we need to start off with is some sort of field of expertise that someone might be on a talk show about. Or butterflies. Butterflies. All right, so starting off with the experts on butterflies. Get it going.
Hello and welcome to Insects That's Us. And with us today we have Mr. Spermazoid, and he is our resident expert on butterflies. Hello, Mr. Spermazoid. I noticed you happen to be very flowery and multicolored. Can you tell us how you got that way?
cheese. For another guest on the dog show.
Strudel.
Strudel. Strudel X-Box.
Welcome today to strudel and other assorted Germanic pastries. We have today a resident expert here, Mr. Willkommen, Willkommen, Willkommen. Willkommen, Mr. Willkommen.
Danke, Herr Schnüffel.
Now you tell me a little bit about how you make the strudel. I hear it is a very complicated process,
Well, first, we take the strudel pastry, which is produced in Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, I come from Stuttgart. I never saw a strudel pastry shop in Stuttgart.
Yeah, you know Dilka, huh? Dilka?
Dilka!
The barmaid.
Oh boy, the Dilka. She's a nice barmaid. What is going on with my accent here?
She produces all of the strudel pastry which we create. We take the strudel pastry, we lay it down, we cover it with apples, then we bring it in construction trucks with a cement mixer and we put it all over on top. And then we take it and bake it for 6 hours.
Yeah! Is that painful for the strudel to be, placed under such intense pressure?
Yeah, for the strudel and for the eater too.
I see! So this is really a form of modern masochism in the guise of a pastry!
I knew you'd like to before it gets something.
Free jazz.
What is it?
Free jazz.
Free jazz? Okay. Dig that rhythm. I'm here. I'm John Smiley Ramos with my man McDuck Bastor. McDuck Bastor, one of the finest free jazz musicians that's ever walked this earth. The man squeaks, walks, groans, and honks when he says his words about free jazz. McDuck. McDuck, tell us about the first time you played with McDuck. Easy, man. You're like the wrong end of the stick. Say the bit McDuck, can you tell us a little bit about that jazz accident you had when you were about 22 and you were playing with Frizzle Dam down there in the Black Dog Club? Well, when I was in the Black Dog Club, I got it. I was playing the electrified saxophone. Yeah. Jazz you're familiar with is a saxophone with 10,000 volts running through the mouthpiece. This is one of the recent developments in free jazz, which is electrifying every instrument. We usually use large construction instruments. Can you tell us a little about what you worked with that? Well, that accident involved my friend of mine, Jackie D, who was he was playing the steam shovel, and I was playing the electrified saxophone. And Jackie D had the steam shovel, and he was jamming, and he was playing Summertime backwards, all in one note. And I was playing Summertime forward, all in one note. But the thing was, and here's the irony, they were different fucking notes. But that's the great thing about free jazz, you know? Like, 2 notes played at the same time with 2 different instruments and 2 totally different personalities. Forms one beautiful piece of modern music. Yeah. It also formed a 10,000 volt shock through my entire body. Oh, yeah.
All right, freeze! Let's have one final expert and for one final field of expertise.
Just what? You know what?
What one?
Don't be shy. Beer.
Beer.
Hello, and welcome to Long Time Recreation Today. Today at Long Time Recreation Today, we have with us Mr. Herbert fucking Belcher, what's it to you? Mr. fucking Belcher, what's it to you? I understand you're an expert on beer. How did you become...
Yeah, well, ever since I was born, my dad would keep me beer.
I see, and I understand from what you've been giving us before, he's been actually feeding you beer 12 times a day since the day you were born.
Yeah. And then when I was sleepy, I took an intravenous.
My goodness, Mr. Belcher. Now, this is a surprise for you, Mr. Belcher, but your father is here with us today. And here he is, Mr. Belcher, what the fuck's it to you, Senior?
Hi!
It's always nice when we have these families reunited on the show. Now, perhaps you could give us a slight demonstration of how it was that you first fed your son his first beer.
Come here, little boy. It's time for breakfast. For the main course, Coors Extra Dark.
Now remember, all you viewers can try this on your own lawns at home.
Thanks, baby.
And that's how it happened.
Thank you very much. Next week on Lawn Recreation Today, we'll be talking about little windmills. Oh, it's the commercial thing. This is the commercial thing. This is, my God, it's true, there is no art. There are only commercials right here. And as maybe a little illustration of that, we're going to have web TV and life itself may someday be like, if we could start off with just one simple, ordinary household problem. Any problem that you might have doesn't have to be a household problem.
Roaches.
Roaches. Terrible problem. Problem with roaches.
Billy, here's your breakfast. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry.
Oh, egg McMuffin with a roach on it.
Oh, dear, what can we do? There are roaches everywhere.
Hi, I'm the neighborhood roach truck. Are you having roach problems?
We sure are.
Why don't you try New Roach Away, the magical aerosol can that will destroy roaches in seconds flat.
Try it on my egg McMuffin.
Okay.
Remember, Roach Away.
Oh, it worked. Got rid of all the roaches. Except now all I have is a mangled stump for a hand. Oh, no. How can I go to school like this?
Gee, dear, I don't know. If only we had a false arm.
Hey, suffering the embarrassment and mockery of deformed children?
We sure are.
Why not try new Construct-A-Limb? Construct-A-Limb is a game toy for boys and girls where they can build their own appendages in thousands of different permutations.
Wow, the balloon hand! Great at parties!
Oh, and at school. Here's your lunchbox.
Hey, Bobby, you want to play baseball with me?
Yeah, let's play. It'll be just like a party game.
Ew! Ew! What's that disgusting thing on the end of your arm?
Well, it's my new balloon hand.
Hey, guys, let's beat him up. He's weird.
Hey, principals, alienation and bullying among the students a problem at your school?
It sure is.
Have you considered mind-altering drugs in the food?
Well, gosh, maybe we ought to. Let me just sprinkle some on the eggplant parmesan for lunch.
With new Mind Warp, you can control the thoughts and personalities of all your students with a minimum rate of toxicity.
Oh my God, this is the best stuff that I've read.
It's really working now.
Peace, love, brotherhood, fraternity among all living creatures, even the poor.
All right, class, now we're going to get on to our lesson for today. It's
Mommy, baby wants to fuck.
fuck. Oh my goodness.
He wants to fuck.
Baby wants to fuck.
Rapid
Or the
hallucinations.
infants!
We sure have them. These two are especially horny.
Well, there's only one way to cure horny infants. It's new Play Baby magazine. Positive one of these. The toddlers will come out in 10 minutes and they'll be spent.
All right, I'll just close the door. Having fun, kids?
Oh, yeah.
Ready for nap time? Okay, here, I'll just put on the little recorder now. Be quiet. I don't want to hear a peep out of it.
Look in the back. Oh, look at that advertisement for big guns. And look at those women carrying those big guns. I want to go get a big gun and shoot those women and then move against those women and like tear their arms off.
Excuse me!
Oh, look at this woman here.
Excuse me! What are you, infants for propagating the phallocentric nature of our society?
Hey, having problems with the phallocentric nature of our society?
We sure are!
Well, you can have some help from Gillette, the straight razor. day.
You should always remember to bring along your things.
Cause hate can free base into crack, you see.
And crack is one of the greatest drugs in drug history.
With crack, you can think about anything you like.
You can think about Mozart, you can think about Van Dyke.
You can think about killing old horrible Dick Van Dyke.
With a big, fat, electric mic.
Except, of course, if Dick's on a rampage.
Then you gotta go and stick him in your ant cage.
Once in the ant cage, he will fall into pieces.
And shoot crack for his life until he turns fleeces.
Fleeces is a disease that comes with the drug, rock crack.
And fleeces is something that you'll never lack.
You can sell these fleeces on the black market.
To buy your BMW, and then you can park it.
Beware of this car that you bought with your crack.
Because the police will come get it and won't give it back.
The only problem with the police is that they want some too.
And so what do you have to do but give them your street?
For crack is hidden in shoes by smugglers.
And often in their pins by roving jugglers.
So if you need some crack, go to the circus.
And you'll never lack, for there's a fat man Berthus.
Berthus inside his belly has hidden
Crack and a gallon of gin.
Gin and crack, that's a sure cure.
And if you go back to the museum, you'll have a nice day, for sure. Yeah. Valuable lesson about crack to be learned there. It rhymes with a lot of things. Okay, next up is something called, fortunately, unfortunately. It's pretty much self-explanatory. What we need to start off with is a non-geographical location where a scene could take place.
Hospital.
A hospital. What do you want?
Great.
Okay.
What do you want?
I'll be there.
I'll be unfortunate.
As care for the scene.
Fortunately, Dr. Bob only had one more operation to perform this evening.
Unfortunately, it was a neuro operation on Professor Schweitzer.
Professor Schweitzer, my old college prof. I have to open up his brain and see what's inside. But I'm not a neurodoctor.
You better be careful, Mademoiselle, or I will give you a horrible punishment. You'll have to write lies like you did when you were in my medical class.
I'll be very, very careful, even though I don't know anything about what I'm doing.
Fortunately, he was so careful that Dr. What's-His-Face didn't feel anything.
Have you started yet?
Yeah, we're very far along in this procedure. I've got to curdle your noodle.
Unfortunately, his noodle was already curdled.
Oh, my doctor, now I understand why you gave me those horrible homework assignments in class that I could never understand. It's because your noodle has become much like...
Fortunately, noodles were a very valuable item in this day of starvation and famine. The doctor grew very rich very quickly.
Suddenly, I seem to own everything again.
Look at this noodle. This noodle inside your head, inside your brain pan, is worth thousands and millions. We've traded it for everything. You own me. You own this lab. You're the richest man in the world, but you have no brain.
Yes, that is true. Man cannot have everything. But there's no brain and all of this medical equipment, and your skills and my idiocy, I say we start a practice.
A practice.
Unfortunately, the practice they started was a tap dancing practice.
Look, our first student.
Dance.
There you go.
Fortunately, the student
got now is the greatest tap dancer in the world. Wait until the nurses down in the basement see this. They'll love me.
Unfortunately, the nurses in the basement did see this. Ew. We saw that!
Not only does he have 18 legs, but he's got 18...
We're gonna have to get 18 bedpans now.
Oh.
Fortunately, the urology lab needed more samples than I could possibly find in the normal human population.
Let's prepare this man for a drug test on urine.
Peter!
Look at that, he's like a cow.
Unfortunately, he was like a cow and soon began to kick. Oh!
Fortunately, that chicken had a great rhythm.
They're coming in droves. The tap dancers from all over the world, Gregory Hines, Johnny Smazula. They love us.
Unfortunately, fame and fortune soon ruined the tap dancer and the doctor.
Fortunately, this seemingly depressing ending was rescued by the beautiful, bodacious nurse who had lots of stuff up her sleeve.
Cheer up, guys. You may be ruined, but there will always be beautiful, curvaceous nurses like you.
Oh, life ain't so bad after all. And on to our final game, something called Typewriter, where we'll have an author telling a story and it will be performed live on stage. And to start off, what we're going to need is, once again, a non-geographical location.
Rehearsal space for your improv theater.
The rehearsal space for our improv theater. Okay, yeah, it's sort of all over the place. This is actually it. We need an opening, some sort of genre or style, like anything Hemingway or underwater.
Hasidic cyberpunk.
Hasidic cyberpunk? All right, yes. Okay. You want to type? I read a few Hasidic cyberpunk improv novels. Oi, it was a beautiful day on Mars. And Misha was the only one who had shown up yet at Point Jump. Hey, where is everybody? I want to try out my new piece. He had a new piece. The new piece. Nagila computer skill. Info from the government. And now I am a rich man. Yes, the new piece worked wonderfully. It was a new piece that Misha had installed in his leg by $1 million. Yeah, you like it. You see, it enables me to do the cross steps better. And yet, it also plugs into this computer here.
Oi, Misha, what the fuck are you doing?
At that moment.
What the fuck?
At that moment, Malia showed up. She was a neo-Luddite and a going to boot.
Jesus Christ!
Freeze! Maria's just blasphemed. We'd like to have another genre. Continue our story. Any genre will do. Gangster film. Gangster film.
You see, honey, what I'm doing here is breaking into this here computer. I'm gonna steal everything the government owes me, see? And you, Bimbo, you'll come along for the ride.
Oh, really, Johnny? Really, Misha, Johnny? Oh.
That's right, it's improv. We're going all the way to the top. You and me, all those other improv groups, they get nothing from us. Yeah, we'll spray them. They'll be wasted.
You got a piece?
I got a piece right here inside my leg. It's a Tommy gun.
Oh my gosh, look, the coppers are here.
Over on the other side of the street, there was a rival gang of the improv cops. The improv cops were wielding punchlines and genres.
Hey, rap. Shakespeare.
Hey, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Back yourself.
If I want some blows with the dumb one and stupid, I'd really help you out.
I know what it is. We need to do something. We need to find a new thing that we can get them with. They knew. There was only one thing they could do, and that, please, new genre. New genre? Yeah.
Old sci-fi films.
Old sci-fi films. Ah. finally made her attack.
Yes, hit them with dogma. More dogma. Heavy dogma. Power of the masses. It's the hypnotic dance of Marx.
And unfortunately, the good, well-meaning citizens of USA 2015 were taken in by their horrible spell.
Yes,
For each according to his needs, for each according to his means.
Yes, yes.
Oh, the only thing that can save us are some nice, fresh, home-baked cookies.
Freeze! The home baked cookies are coming in. We need a new genre. Storm of the creek.
I made these cookies with cabbage leaves.
Oh, they're delicious. We must dance to them.
I advocate a peace from all nations, all of the aliens and all of the bimbos. We dance around, only we go slow.
They danced and danced, waiting for the ouzo to come from the sky.
Sky Uzo, never higher. Sky Uzo, hey, a toast to me and my family. My newfound friend from the other country that crossed the Iron Curtain, and my lovely Bimbe. You, sir, come join into our hospitality. May I join you? Of course.
They drank and drank, until all they lacked was some fresh grape leaves.
Fresh grape leaves? Did I hear somebody say fresh grape leaves?
I think there's some outside the beautiful window underneath the Aegean sky. There we are.
Fresh grape leaves were a dangerous thing, for they caused flatulence amongst the Greeks.
Oh, the only problem is now that we have no money, we are poor. And all we do is make smell. Nobody likes us. My family, what is wrong with us? We have a new friend, but nobody in the world will listen to a bunch of screaming, farting, poor Greeks.
This ragged bunch of improv players. We're all alone in a faraway land. They need a new genre to continue their tale.
Pillsbury dough commercials.
Ah, yes. After their hefty meal of warm, steaming, heaping pallets of grape leaves, they needed something to settle their stomachs.
Hey, what smells so good? I think it's coming from Mark. What's that? Wow.
Fresh baked cookies.
I got an idea. It'll make a great skit. Let's cut Mark up and make him into biscuits.
That's a great idea.
Here, just slice forth the diagonal.
Freeze! They're slicing Mark up into tiny bits, and we need a new genre.
Pirates.
What?
Pirates.
Pirates. Well, here's the dead man's chest. We need another 13 men with us. Oh, well, then. Oh, and a bottle of rum. Now, we must smuggle these bits.
These Aegean pirates have been smuggling grape leaves and ouzo in and out of the Aegean Peninsula for years. Little did they know that the customs officials were on their tail.
These mark bits will fetch us a pretty penny when we get to Spain, and at no risk to us. Oh. Albaski!
Yeah, I see your papers for that stuff. Otherwise, we're gonna have to blow your ship out of the water.
My name is, One-Eyed Nasty Dick Nick Sneed. I'm an accountant. My name is Bluebeard, and I'm a sailor.
Okay, your papers are in order. So what do you transport here?
Grape leaves and, just a little bit of illegal gold, excuse me! Grape leaves.
Grape leaves, huh? Joe.
Yeah.
What do you think they're really giving us?
Well, I don't know what to think. I mean, they look like pirates. They got booty like pirates. They got a pair. I'd say they're pirates, definitely.
Yeah. So you think we should bust them?
Definitely. Bust away, Mr. David. Bust
Okay,
away.
I'm gonna have to bust them, guys. You're gonna have to come with me. Got that.
Arr.
They went down to downtown Athens where the smog was so thick no one could see.
We've escaped! Free pirates in foggy Athens. No end to the havoc we can wreak.
And reeked they did. They reeked so bad the whole city asphyxiated.
Oh, it's a fart thing again. We're farting and smelling up this whole town. We killed the custom agent, though. Hey, I think you'll take his leg.
These schizophrenic and disheveled improv players. having gone through numerous roles, were now doomed to their eventual fate of death by flatulent asphyxiation.
Oh God, I guess we weren't that good. I suppose not.
The immediate gratification players, please, a warm round of applause. Honey, what's the matter?
I can't breathe. There's no oxygen in this room.
Here, try some of this.
Hey, what is it? That's pretty good.
It's ozone, dear. With ozone, you get an extra oxygen molecule in each breath.
But I'm allergic to salt.
Try salt-free ozone, also spearmint and peppermint ozone. We hope to have the immediate gratification players come back for us sometime real soon, like next week, because we have a special all-night show next week. What do you say, guys? And lady? Yes, next week from 6 to 10 or 11 p.m. or however long we can keep this thing going. We'll have, what day? Wednesday, of course. Wednesday the 17th. We have Mr. Jim Infantino, and no doubt Mr. Bob Styring will be there too. Well, if he's not there next week, he'll be here right now. Mr. Bob Styring. Yes, Mr. Bob Styring of the legendary band Head Squiggle Face. We all miss that funny little whistle when you breathe. Thanks to you and the Coke Light.
Coke Light, everything you always wanted in a cocaine. And you can snort it by the fistful.
And it's Mr. Bob Styring. Please come back next week when we have Jim Infantino and a whole star-studded galaxy of famous stars and bleh. And thanks again to the immediate gratification players. Never have we seen such skillful improv on this stage. Mostly because we've never had an improv troupe on this particular stage, but actually they were like enlightening. And as you can see, like when I used to watch Marx Brothers films, I used to go around like this, you know, acting like Harpo Marx, and they got me doing what they're doing. The immediate gratification players.